Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. I'm sorry, my hair keep blowing. I'm outside and it's not staying together, y'all. I don't like it. My hair looking, I already need it done. So anyway, this is the video back to the challenge, the 21 challenge video of creating new good habits and breaking old bad habits. So let me tell y'all, I had a little wild ride. Not too nothing. I guess not too nothing too wild, but for me, I'm speaking from my perspective, my challenge. You know, on what the things I experienced. Okay, guys. So now I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was already working on something when I started the challenge. I'm always working on myself, but I was already working on something. So, but it was new. So I said, well, let me just keep the challenge going with this thing that I'm already working on. I'll just apply more pressure to myself during the challenge, right? So, sorry, y'all. I just feel, oh, see how the wind be doing me? And then sometimes it just be doing me dirty. But, yeah, so I was like, let me just continue with what I'm already doing. I'll just apply a little bit more pressure, you know, for the challenge. So as I'm like 2-3 days in the challenge, a real life challenge comes. A real life challenge pops up in my life. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, had me in the dumps a little bit. And I was having a little anxiety behind it. And, you know, a little fear, a little something. To me, that's a curse word, fear. But anyway, so yeah, I was experiencing a little fear. I ain't gonna lie to you. Having a little anxiety. I was scared. And, you know, after like 2-3 days of being in that like state of mind, I had to put my grandma drawers on. Forget big girl panties. I had to put the grandma drawers on, all right? And I had to speak affirmations to myself. I had to pray a lot. I had to get back in my word. I had to amp myself up. I had to get my confidence back. I had to let myself know I can do anything. I have nothing to fear, you know. Whoop-de-woo. So, hold on. I forgot to get my Pepsi. But I did do something wrong at the ATM. So I had to come back for 2 reasons. But I was like, dang, one reason. And then I was like, I'm back. So, I'm at the store, y'all. Yes, my hair, these curls. It's time for these curls to go. Everybody, woo! Girl! You had to pull that over. All right, look a little. So, like I was saying, y'all, this natural hair, I'm trying to tell you, the natural hair. You gotta grip it. Grip that thing. Yes, I had to pin down them edges, honey, because they want to come out and be. But anyway, so yeah, I had to big myself up, if you would say it. I had to big myself up. I had to get in that zone. Like, what? You a giant? What's this to a giant? Like, what? You're a chosen one. You are a child of God's. Like, stop playing with yourself. You feel me? So, like I said, this was not the original plan. It just snuck up on me because I tried to do the little easy way out. God was like, no, you're not about to do the easy way out. So, as I started affirming myself, speaking affirmations and boosting myself up and getting confident, and this is why I say mine was clearly just a lesson. You know, I will say, I will say, a habit of fear was broken for me. That was not what I planned, but it just happened. Because like I said, I was going to continue But I had already started working on myself, and then a real challenge came that I had to do. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, so I said to myself, sorry, y'all, I had to think right quick. So, so this is why I say it was just a lesson for me, and to break that fear of when a new challenge arises. You know how something new to you, and at first you might be a little bit scared, or whatever the case may be, or whatever you're afraid of if you have fears. So this is how good God is, right? Soon as I get in that mode where I'm like, I could do it. I could do it. I could do it. Who wants some hope? You feel me? Now, when I get in that mood, what happens, y'all? Nothing happens. That is my point exactly. Nothing. The challenge eliminated. And what did I have? I didn't have to do nothing for it to be. God did it all. Because like I said, when that challenge first snuck up on me, I was definitely praying a lot, okay? So I was praying a lot, and I was down, and I was scared, and I was having a little anxiety. And then soon as I started affirming myself, soon as I started, being confident, and putting everything in God's hands, soon as I started doing that, God eliminated my whole problem. So for me, it was a challenge, but the lesson in it was to show myself who I am again. Like, remember who you are. Remember what you've been through. Remember that God is always with you, and that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You know what I'm saying? You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You're not alone. And you got this. Like, what? This ain't nothing. So I feel like it just boosted me a little bit, So if you one of them people going around saying, she thinks she this, she thinks she all that. I do. I sure do. So, but I want to bring that to you guys, and I want to remind you guys that yes, it's going to be times where, new challenges are going to arrive that you didn't plan on. It's going to be times that, you might get a little afraid. It's going to be times. This is going to happen. It's life. But what doesn't change and what stays the same is God. What stays the same is God being with you. He never leaves us. He's always with us. So even on your bad days, when you're going through the most, God is with you. His promises are still true. They don't change. God's word doesn't change. That's what remains the same. And also, not only that, is that when stuff come up, and things are going to continually come up, I give me a little fruit roll up, you feel me? But they're going to come up. Things are going to come up. Things are going to happen. Life's always not good. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes God wants to challenge us. Also, I feel like it was from God. I feel like everything's from God, the good and the bad. Because when the bad comes, sometimes we think it's bad, but it's good. Because I thought that was the worst thing in the world happening to me, and turn around, and it was the best thing that happened to me. You know what I'm saying? God will turn bad into good. And the lesson in it for me, like I said, was to eliminate, fear, boost my faith. You know what I'm saying? And boost my confidence. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't an empty challenge for me. Even though God took it away, I really didn't even have to get on the battlefield. It was like somebody telling you going to war tomorrow, and then you all scared, and then tomorrow come and God killed all your enemies. Like, that's how it happened. You feel me? Not that exact scenario, but if you get what I'm saying. So, But that's what I want to tell you guys. Oh yeah, let me give me some great Kool-Aid too. Yes, I love me some great Kool-Aid. I love me some great Kool-Aid. So, what is that thing that I just had? I just had something. Yes. Alright, so anyway, oh, it's in this hand. I'm like, I know I had it somewhere. So, that was my challenge. That was what I had to face. That's what I had to go through. You know what I'm saying? I just needed that. God had to put that challenge in front of my face to remind myself, because it was a little while that I was going and I forgot my Pepsi, but I put it in my purse, but I'm buying this. So I feel like God just wanted to remind me, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I haven't had a challenge or anything in a minute. So I feel like it was God reminding me that, no, hey, you still that girl. And number two, wait, what was the change?
20 cents.
20 cents, I got it. 26 or 20?
20 cents.
20 cent? Okay. Thank you. Yes. What's these?
Sunny Angel. You put it right there behind your phone.
What it do though? Do it do anything? Nothing? Oh, it just sit there. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. All right, I'll see you next time. So, damn, what was I saying to y'all? Back in this window. Whew. Don't mind the edges, honey, but this is natural hair, honey, okay? So, this is that natural. It's blowing in the wind, honey. It's blowing. But, yeah, I feel like that challenge for me was just a reminder to myself of who I am in God. And, you know, period. Like, you know, things are going to come up, but God's always going to be with you. So that is the number one thing you do first in a challenge. If you are in a state of fear, the first thing you want to do is run to God. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Don't call nobody, because they can't do what God can do. They can't even do half of what God can do for you, okay? Say that prayer. And I don't know what scripture it is, but listen, God knows what we need before we ask him. You ain't got to have all these big words or a certain prayer to say, but go to God first. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that's what I did in my challenge. I definitely went to God and he handled it for me. You know what I'm saying? So always go to God first when you're going through something. God ain't gonna run your business out in these streets. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna give you the best advice, you know, the best answers. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna protect you during your storm. You know what I'm saying? What's heavy to me might be light to you. What's light to me might be heavy to you. But we all got challenges. We all got things we got to work on. And I guess that was God for me. Dang, somebody calling me. Let me end this off. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all next time. And remember, God is always the same. He does not change. He is always with you. Good and bad days.